what? Not sure. Let me go ask.
Let's get in one more mailbag question before we get into our final topic of the day. Payne wants to know, what is the difference between a short sale, a regular sale, and a foreclosure sale?
When discussing what? In what arena?
Doesn't say.
No, in what arena? Are you
I think
lending,
this is from a total layman's perspective. This is probably somebody who has no idea. He's been searching on Tulia, Zillow, and the rest of those crazy places.
Wait, what's the question? Repeat the question.
What is the difference between a short sale, a regular sale, and a foreclosure? Now, I know for us this seems like a very basic question and blah, 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 but I guarantee you there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of people who have this same question.
Yeah, well, the biggest difference is the disclosure by the seller. So,
explain that, Scott.
Well, if it's owned by the bank, then the bank never lived in the property. Therefore, they will give you a waiver that says we cannot disclose the condition of the property. We don't know if there's freeway traffic. We don't know if 747s fly over at 6 a.m. because we never lived there.
And that's for 2 out of the 3. The short
that's
sale
for the one.
And the foreclosure.
That's for the one. The short sale, you will get a disclosure from the owner. On a conventional sale, you will get a disclosure from the owner. And then those are 3 different negotiating parties. So the sellers, you're negotiating with 3 different sellers. So you're making offers to 3 different people. You're making offers to somebody who the home is numbers on a book. You're making offers to someone who's someone who's already taken a loss. You're talking to somebody who you're asking to take a loss, and then you're buying from somebody who's trying to maximize their profit. So they're coming from 3 different positions of negotiating the purchase. But as far as the home goes, homes are the same.
Yeah, and I feel on the lending end, and what I hear a lot from, because we do get that question a lot on the buyers, is I think that for me, the biggest difference I think of is standard sales or conventional sales. They're going to be a little bit quicker to deal with. Short sales might be potentially, out of all of these 3, are going to be the longest as far as waiting time.
Because there's more parties involved.
There's more parties involved.
You may
have to wait for banks.
I think he's asking for something a little more basic than this.
Basic.
Thank you.
Standard sale, you're buying from an actual homeowner who can actually sell the house that isn't underwater, that's going to make some kind of money back. They've got equity in the home, okay? Short sale, you're buying from someone basically who is asking the bank to let them sell the house for less than they borrowed money from the bank for. Okay, so you're actually dealing, yes, with a home owner seller, but you're really getting the allowance for the sale from a bank. That gets complicated, like Alissa says. There's approvals and conditions and things like that. That's probably the lengthier sale. The foreclosure sale, you're dealing with a bank only. The bank foreclosed on someone, took the property back. Basically, they were the beneficiary of taking the possession back of the property, so you're dealing only with a bank. Those are the straight, simple differences. The processes, the house is still the same house no matter who you're buying it from. Scott brought up something important, though, that the disclosure is different for each one. But the basics are you're buying from a person, you're buying from a person and a bank working together to accomplish a sale. And then the foreclosure is you're dealing with a bank only.
Buyers always want to know which one is the best deal. That's what I always hear the most. Who can I get the most money out of? And
who can I screw the best?
No, well, who can I get the best deal out of? I think REOs, you're dealing with somebody who already took the loss, and that's pretty much their bottom line price. You're really not going to be able to negotiate too much. You can get some seller concessions, but probably not as much as you may get from a short sale or a standard sale, which is say...
I say actually, I think the standard sales
they're harder because they want to maximize.
I think they're harder because you're dealing with someone who's making not just a financial decision, but an emotional decision. Right. A bank, cut and dry numbers. We need to get rid of this house. We need to move it fast. Whoever's going to give us the most, the fastest, we're out of here.
Right. Would you say one of the 3 is a better deal?
I think, the foreclosures, I think, are the better deal. But the buyer, then your problem is your competition, not the bank anymore.
Right, it's not a guarantee because even though it appears it's a lower or a better deal, there's going to be more competition, and
there may need some work.
It's really just up to the market.
Yeah. There you go, Payne. That's how we broke it down for you. The differences between the 3. Just a reminder, you're listening to KBH Global Radio at kbh.org.